What do you get when you give the MCU's America Chavez the bad guy's motive from Infinite in the fashion sense of the bad guy from some kid's movie about Martians, a 90s party monster, and then cross Jet Li's The One with Avatar, The Matrix, and A Never-Ending Story, and then add the fight choreography of Kung Fu Hustle and the art direction of Explorers? Everything everywhere. This movie looks like $100 million blockbuster that costs half that. I'm not doing that research, so you guys can figure all that noise out. So it's broken up into 3 parts. Part 1, everything. Evelyn Kwan is a Chinese American immigrant running a struggling laundromat with her husband. Short Round from Indiana Jones, or Data from Goonies. Tensions are high. They're being audited by Jamie Lee Curtis, an IRS agent. Evelyn's demanding father, David Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China, has arrived from Hong Kong. They've been estranged for a long time. And Joy, her daughter, played by Stephanie Hsu, HSU, has been trying to get her mother to accept her girlfriend Becky, because she be gay. While at the IRS building to go see Jamie Lee Curtis, her husband's personality changes briefly and taken over by the Alpha Universe's version, and explains to Evelyn that there are many parallel universes. Once every choice that's made creates a new universe, which is pretty much in line with my personal philosophy. I think that when you say something, like, the reason the universe is expanding is because if you say some shit like, oh my god, what would it be like to be like kind of human but like more aardvark? Like, somewhere out there's some like humanoid aardvark fools. Like, I don't know, because like this one time, like, I was just driving to LA and I was like, randomly, because like some truck passed me and it said McKinsey Trucking or something. I was like, McKinsey, I wonder whatever happened to that kid Mackenzie Austin. I haven't seen that kid since like forever. His brother like took over. Whatever happened to that kid? And then when I get to LA, billboard, Mackenzie Austin's in some movie. So I don't know. The universe is crazy like that. The people in Alphaverse, led by Alpha Evelyn, developed a verse-jumping technology that allows people to access the skills, memories, and body in their parallel universe. The multiverse is being threatened by Jobu Tobaki, the Alphaverse's version of Joy, who is a misanthropic nihilist, and she can verse jump and manipulate matter. She's like the Nothing from Never-Ending Story if the Nothing was Neo from The Matrix, who had America Chavez's powers to verse jump. With her godlike power, she has put everything on a bagel and created a black hole that will potentially destroy the multiverse, because she's sick of everything. She's done everything. She's been there. She's done that. She bought the t-shirt to burn it. She scattered the ashes so it won't come back like the vampire Lestat. Evelyn is given the verse jumping technology to fight Jobu Tabaki's verse jumping minions, who begin converging on the IRS building. Evelyn learns of Wayman's plan to divorce her and discovers in other lives she's made different choices and flourished. She's become a kung fu master, a movie star, and Wayman became a successful businessman. Alpha Wayman comes to believe that Evelyn, as the greatest failure of all Evelyns of the multiverse, has the untapped potential to defeat Jobu Tobaki. David Lopan instructs Evelyn to kill Joy so that Jobu can't verse jump in this multiverse at least. But Evelyn's like, I'm not killing my kid. What are you crazy? She decides she's got to face Jobu by gaining the same powers as her. She verse jumps repeatedly while battling Jobu's minions. After the battle, Alpha Wayman is located and killed by Jobu Tobaki in the Alphaverse, and Evelyn's mind splinters. Part 2. Everywhere. Evelyn jumps into bizarre universes, including one where humans have hot dogs for fingers, and it's really super gross. She's in a romantic relationship with the IRS agent. And another, she works alongside with teppanyaki chef, who is secretly puppeteered by a raccoon, because she doesn't know that Ratatouille is a rat, and she says Ratatouille. Chad is being controlled by... I mean, it's hilarious. This movie is hysterical. In other universes, the Wangs are about to lose the laundromat due to tax errors. Hot Dog Evelyn's relationship with Deirdre falls apart. Business Wayman rejects movie star Evelyn. Evelyn is nearly swayed to the cause by Jobu Tobaki after a long philosophical discussion throughout several universes, and stabs her universe's Wayman. She almost joins Jobu Tobaki in entering the bagel, but stops when she hears Wayman's pleas for both Evelyn and Alpha Gongog's fighters to stop fighting, be kind, and have hope, even in a universe where nothing seems to make sense. Evelyn defeats Alpha Gong Gong and Jobu Tabaki's fighters by using their multiverse knowledge to find what is hurting each of them and brings them happiness. Evelyn reaches Jobu Tabaki and tells her that she is not alone and that Evelyn will always choose to be with her despite everywhere else she could be. Meanwhile, in a parallel universe, Evelyn confronts Gong Gong and reconciles with Waymond and Joy. And Waymond convinces Deirdre to let the Wangs redo their taxes. Jobu Tabaki initially rejects Evelyn but returns to her and they embrace. All at once. Shortly thereafter, the family's relationships and lives are improved. Becky is now regarded as part of the family. Waymond and Evelyn share a romantic moment for the first time in a long time, and they return to the IRS building for the second chances on their taxes. Deirdre talks to Evelyn. Evelyn's attention is momentarily drawn to her alternate selves in the multiverse before she grounds back into her home universe. But this movie is hilarious. I love this movie. It's so funny. I love Evelyn, the sword fighter from Boss Level. She is amazing. I love her work. I love the guy from Goonies. He's great. Jobu Tabaki. I actually worked with her in this thing that is supposed to be out, but I don't know. Maybe it'll never come out, where she plays a character that has a lot of the same qualities, and she's great. She's great. Jamie Lee Curtis is so good. She's so good in this. Everybody is so good in this. I love the acting. I love the stunt choreography. I love the story. I love the art direction. I love the props. I love that they just took random shit and made it work. I love the cinematography. The music's great. This movie is so good. It's just great. It's the best thing I've seen. It's the most original. It's the most... I love it. It's so good. It's really the funnest movie I've seen in years. It is great. It's like Brazil, but cooler. It's just so cool. I love it. I love that there's like... I don't know. I just love everything. Everything about it's great. Everybody's great. I don't think anybody's bad in it. I think everybody's great in it. I love everything about this movie. It's really a good movie. You should definitely see this movie. It gets 10 out of 10 joints. It is so fucking good. I love it. It's so much fun. You should definitely watch this movie.